the drive-in with an and slash and burn, going against the grain and catching splinters. You pull out your Rorschach like a paint-by-numbers treasure map. You ink upon your jigsaw piece, trace you back to your fingerprints. When Lordy had his Lord in life, Joe was John, and I guess you'll too die. The Lord looked down and said, hey, you're only mortal. Give it that, take it away, till things come out and sound it rain. Wondering when they might go back to normal. Maybe wondering why they can't just been for whom it's homes. But with my head up in the clouds, I can't see so much ground. And from here, yeah, I look like ants in a row. It doesn't take a killer to murder. It only takes a reason to kill. We've all got evidence of fantasies and savages, coincidence. The difference between free will is whether you're singing. tears than you've grown used to since then. A toast to the nosebleed seats and the big dream sequence where you're found guilty of your innocence, gently sent right back to bed. Everybody knows that, nobody knows that. Everybody's all up in my motherfucking business. This isn't my first anything. This isn't my first anything. Everybody knows that, nobody knows that. Everybody's in on everybody's business. This isn't my first lyric. I know exactly how I should finish it. Baby, could you play along with me? Baby, would that be alright with you? And when we find out what's wrong with me, could you tell me how I'd write for you? Baby, could you play along with me? Baby, would that be alright with you? After all that that's been done to me, could you tell me how? Could you tell me how? Could you tell me what's so wrong about what's wrong with me? I'm just trying to do what's right by you. What's so wrong about what's wrong with me? Oh, I'm just trying to do what's right by you. Play along with me, baby, would that be alright with you? After all of that's been done with me, could you tell me how? Could you tell me how? Could you tell me how? Did you know that the homely apple didn't come from the outside in? It was eaten from the core and out to the skin, and that's why you'll never find the worm in it. But a few bad ones won't spoil the eyes if they fall far enough from the tree. Rind is all you see. Leave Eden with mine. Well, this disease is defined by its feeling. You people make balance of imbalance. Yeah, me, I've been challenged. If there's such a challenge, it's just theoretical. Wiggle your fingers in a row tactics. So they use our head of math. Green jacket in eyes, like the attic supply. While we tragically try to fit into a tempo. Who'd wanna be human anyway? Violence all these crude machines. Why'd you come into this world or come out that way? Like freaks of nature. Funny. Funny, but, you know, funny. 'Cause I said that you wanted better, you could change. The thing that makes you special, but it makes you strange. I said that you wanted better, you could change. The things that make you special are the things that make you strange. I am the shadow, 'cause looks like I got you the red hot sky. And if you believe us, then why would you be for the dead instead of a devil that you never paid for? You become immune to my toxic goodbye. Don't even be friendless in your life. It's not subjective. All due respect to the collective mind, but too weird to love, too scared to die, too alien to take you home. Horrified at the sight of my reflection in your eyes. I don't belong there. Make mind illusions, so I make you sing. You can thank me later. Well, I just said you wanted better, you could change. You think it makes you special, and it makes you strange. I just said you wanted better, you could change. The things that make you special are the things that make you strange. butterfly and said, 5 more minutes, please. You wouldn't believe the dream I just had. I mean, you were there, and you were there, and you, and you, and you were there. Cause I said that you are even if you could change the things that make you special, now I make you straight. I said that you are even if you could change the things that make you special, now the same that make you. I said that you are even if you could change the things that make you special, now I make you straight. I said that you are even if you could change the things that make you special, now the same that make you. sleeping on that couch. They could have quilled you in the throes by now. You draw a line in the sand where it ends and you begin, but the tide rolls in, so who knows? Oh well, and a little I did and you never hurt nobody, but lately you've been focusing too much on yourself. So how many milligrams of you are still left in there? Well, back in my day, we didn't need no feel-good pills and no psychiatrists. No, we just drank ourselves to death. God damn it, we liked it. I suppose that's an answer. Would you give up your humanity for just a touch of sanity? Cause God knows it's not like it's cancer. And good news to the purists, they discovered a cure for the symptoms of being alive. It's a painless procedure with a low rate of failure, but very few patients survive. Little conformity never hurt nobody, but lately I've been worried that you're losing yourself. So how many milligrams of you are still left in there? Well, cause back in my day we didn't need no feel-good pills and no psychiatrists. No, we spread out in our bed. God damn it, we like it. aspirin kill you with the pain? You're not your thoughts, you're not your brain, you're just the character you've made. Up in your head, down in your heart, what seem like separate body parts come together to believe they're you and not just chemistry. It's not the way that you were raised, or what the advertisements say, not what you pay for, or what you pray for, what you want or what you say. And I see your tendency to redefine disease by what you need, and I'm afraid I can't prescribe the diagnosis that you seek. And something tells me that you need, forgive me now if I misspeak, but something tells me that you like, and something tells me you prefer to be sitting there flipping through those old issues of People. Well, that's our time. See you next week. was delivered, holding scissors, I lived deliberately. I'm a quitter and a winner anyway, 'cause I never agreed to participate in this game. Won't follow my dreams, no, they've all got me waking up screaming. I can let them go from me. After all, there's no I in team, and I'd rather be normal. You're so normal. I suggest that we keep this informal, 'cause a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. When I get at the least, I don't want ya to be normal all the way. I couldn't be, yeah. Come on and love me normally. If I could live in third person, well, I don't think life would be much worse than it is in the current and presently. The sentence ending with question marks or dot dot dot. Is it courageous or escapist to leave the quarantine when you're contagious? It may just be a cold, and besides, I don't wanna get old, yeah. I drank myself to death to be the afterlife party. When the after party came, I was rolling in my grave, and I'd rather be normal. You're so normal. I suggest that we keep this informal, 'cause a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. When I get at the least, I don't want ya to be normal all the way. I couldn't be, yeah. Come on and love me normally. Now this is the part of the song I like to talk to my audience. I like to tell them something I want from you Hellcats tonight. I want you to look to your left, look to your right. Your 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, rock around the clock tonight. And I want you to find those return, those singularities, those burning rings of fire on the beautiful pupils, and the beautiful eyes, the beautiful boy, girl. Neither both are in between, that you rock with you tonight. And I want you to tell me how you really feel. I want you to love the way they so seamlessly, like a dream, so beautifully, oh so dutifully. Damn that square peg in the round hole in their heart. I want you to tell me you love the way they don't stick out their short little fingers, and they crawl away beside the bell cut, stick their flag in the peak, and slide the way back down. I want you to love the way that I'm not adapted, not architect, not adapted, not understand, but rather you love them exactly the way that everybody else is. I was nothing before, so I could have asked you before. I'll be nothing again, so am I between others. Is there nothing to fear? 'Cause just get weird. So to God who made this man, you will have one hell of a plan. I'd rather be normal, you're so normal. I suggest that we keep this informal, 'cause a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. When I get the least, I don't want ya to be normal all the way, and I could never be, yeah. Come on, yeah. I said come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. I said come on, yeah. Come on, and love me normally. Come on and love me normally. One day you'll look up at the ceiling above. If you're lucky, you'll be surrounded by the ones that you love. When the lights in your eyes fade and life flashes by, one day you're going to die. One day you'll sleep and you'll never wake again. Heaven, hell, nirvana, nothing, no one knows how it ends. Rest in peace or pieces that won't even know why. One day you're going to die. Read your horoscopes, your palms and tarot cards, but either way your destination ain't very far. You could drown or choke or burn or be hit by a car. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but something will eventually. One day you'll look back at the life that you led. No more future left to fear, that you'll have the past to regret. But your worries will be over if you truly realize one day you're going to die. Take it away, hand. In the fabric of time and in the vastness of space, a billion amounts to nothing in infinity's face. At most a couple generations will remember the race in which your life never mattered. So who cares if it's a waste? Well, one day you'll be lost by a faint memory. No emotion goes to fall and leave from your family tree. The legacy's not yours to see, nor is your unity. And you'll never know what it all means. But you'll be happy before you sleep if you just keep in mind that everything and everyone goes with the passage of time. So whether it's cancer, murder, or suicide,